comes from Savannah, Georgia. I love nature, and I love trees, and I love turning paper back into trees. Today I'm going to use papers from all over the world to create this paper collage faux painting. Even though my inspiration comes from outdoors, I have to go indoors to create my project. This is my studio. To create my picture, I don't do any sketches. I use photographs from hikes that I've taken up in the North Carolina mountains. Here is one of the photographs that I've taken that I'm going to be creating today. And what I've collected here are several papers of different colors and textures, and I'm going to cut these up into 1-inch squares and apply these different little squares onto the canvas. In creating my canvas, I work from the bottom to the top. And so I'm going to start with the grassy area first. To cut up these papers, I use a very special pair of scissors. They're very sharp, and I can put my whole hand through the scissors, and this reduces the stress in my hands. I cut the papers up into strips to begin with, before I cut them up into 1-inch squares. The canvas I'm using is a 3-foot by 3-foot canvas, and it's a wrapped canvas. I use an acrylic polymer glue to adhere the squares of paper to the canvas. Before I start gluing, I have to use an apron. So I'm going to pour my glue into my gluey bucket. I'm going to take my brush and dip it into the glue and start brushing the canvas. Now I'm going to take the different pieces of paper and put them onto the wet canvas and brush lightly over the top. I use this acrylic polymer glue because it's very strong, it won't yellow with age, and I can layer many layers of the acrylic on top of each other without the layers becoming cloudy. I like to adhere the papers on this lowest layer in a diamond pattern to give a little added texture to the background of the piece. I have finished applying all the green papers to create my grassy area. Now I'm going to take some blue papers and create the area where the lake is located. I finished my grass and I finished my lake, and now I'm going to start doing the trees in the background at the top. The trees in my photograph have some beautiful colors of orange, red, and green, so I'm going to now apply some papers with those same colors in them to my canvas. I adhere these papers in little color groupings. I do several pieces of green together, several pieces of yellow together, and several pieces of red together to establish different trees that's a different color in the background. This is what I call a paper trail. I've now completed the grass, the lake, and the background trees, and this piece is dried for 2 hours. Now comes my favorite part. I get to layer tissue papers on top of these pattern papers. It allows me to blend the colors together and make the piece have more depth and light in texture. And it doesn't matter what kind of size or shape, the purpose is just to blend them into different gradations of color. When there's wrinkles in the paper, I don't bother to straighten it out because that also adds to the texture of the piece. For the top part, I use a whole sheet. This paper will be my foundation, and then I'll lay other colored tissue papers on top of it. The white paper makes it look like the trees in the background actually have branches. I like to use this purple paper to establish the shadows around the lake. On top of the tissues for the background trees, I like to also add a lot of little sprinkles of tiny bits of paper that I sprinkle on top of the tissue to add even more depth and texture. So I finished my entire background. This piece is dried for 24 hours. Now I'm going to start the apple tree. I use a variety of pattern papers that have golds and browns in them. I cut the basic outline of the trunk and some of the main branches. I've finished the trunk and the branches of my apple tree, and now it's time to put on the leaves and the apples. I cut papers into strips, and then I cut the strips into little diamond patterns that resemble pointed leaves. I end up cutting not just hundreds, but thousands of these leaves for this particular tree. Well, I think I have enough leaves now for my apple tree. It's time to cut the apples. And I'm using some really cool papers with some reds in them, and also some mylar to give the apples a little bit of shine. I don't apply the leaves and the apples in a random pattern. I actually try to keep them together in clumps like they actually would be on a tree. My paper collage faux painting is now complete. I'm going to call it Apple Tree by the Lake.